Die, motherfucker!
Take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
Oh, now I gotta do this whole goddamn dialogue over again.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this.
Through this.
All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Yeah.
Elven such as you?
Because you want them for yourself.
Such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via Belisan as best you can?
Oh, no. She don't need it, dude. She don't need this power.
Gifts like this don't come
You're
free.
looking at the future
No boon
Mythal.
of Mythal was ever granted without cost. The Via Belisan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound
Hey, if it's
to a
bound to
goddess
Morgan
who
in the
no
future,
longer
I'm all good.
exists,
Sign me
if
up.
she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong.
See, what I'm saying
The
is that, I
Dreadwolf had
mean,
nothing to do with her
I have to
murder.
assume you're well
Murder?
known with the
I
Dragon
said
Age
nothing of-
lore, right?
She was
'Cause-
slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed
Morgan
this
will
temple.
be her mother.
Yet the Via Belisan remains.
If not in the next game,
That
most definitely
is
in Part 5.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places
Yeah,
the
under
shaman have
you,
not
you
touched.
some
The
bitch.
Imperium went to great lengths to expunge Elven history. You might be the last to know the truth.
Would the elves of your lands listen to the truth?
They might. Would it hurt to try?
It very well may, Shemlin. Yes.
But then again, if
It may be
she
that
does
only
drink
Fenrir
from the well
lets us.
and becomes
The
a
blissful
Mythal
sleep of
anyway,
eternity.
she's gonna be straight OP.
If
Well,
fate
not
is
that
kind.
she isn't already, but she's gonna be fierce.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves long ago.
Malas amalin nahalam abalas.
See, I never have her drink from the well simply because
His
I
name,
believe she becomes
Abalas,
Mythal
means sorrow.
eventually anyway,
said,
but
I
also
hope he
because
finds
of
a
the
new
kid.
name.
I want to see what happens with the kid, with her kid.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
We'll try to get through this without the game quitting on me again.
I'm also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you
Yeah,
know of
Solus.
my ends?
You're
elf?
scared of her.
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Yeah, he's
Of
scared.
those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink.
He knows who she is.
I hate to say it, but Abalas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again?
Ah,
He
kill
is
him.
immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abalas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
And I'm gonna turn around and use it against you,
Let
you
Morgan
son
use
bitch.
it, if she wants it so much.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
Exactly. And I cannot wait to murder him in the next game.
The Inquisition needs you. Corypheus still endangers us all.
But I'll tell you what, I actually kind of want him to succeed in his plan to an extent.
Do as you
I
will
actually would
with the
like
Well
to
of
see that
Sorrows,
happen.
Inquisitor. But be careful.
See, he breaks the veil. He releases the Evanoris, which also could awaken the final two old gods that are not awake yet. Hence part 5.
Why am I here? Corypheus. A Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop it.
See, I think that would be dope if he succeeds to an extent in his plan,
You will
which
give me what I
awakens the
demand.
Evanoras and the two remaining old gods, which we will have to fight in the 5th and final game of the Dragon Age series. That would be a pretty damn good ending to fight both old gods,
Inquisitor!
which are both
Inquisitor!
starting a blight each. So you're basically fighting 2 blights in the final game. That'd be dope. end this guy. This guy's a terrible villain. I'm sorry, this is my opinion. This is terrible. I equate this guy to a Marvel movie's villain. Weak.
The Illuvian!
Through the mirror.
Solus better not get too attached to that staff, because I'm taking it from him. Easily done here. Well, it actually might not quit on me. Nice. Come on, loading. Oh, nice. I got a reward for my troubles.
It is done.
Pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not. He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
Yeah, I believe she is, but the spirit of Mythal is not.
It's voices. Whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
What's up, Red?
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master?
Liliana's
I told you
still
what the well
jealous
could have
of
done,
Morgan,
Inquisitor.
because
You
Morgan's the
should be
Mrs.
hearing
Hero
shouts
of
from
her
the
Elden,
heavens, not whispers.
and Liliana's not.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
That's what I
The
did.
dragon is not an archdemon.
That's why I said
It's a dragon in which Corypheus has
she
invested
is
part
the
of his
Mrs.
power.
Hero of her Elden.
Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
Are you certain of this?
We have no choice. If Corypheus comes here now...
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Yeah, that's another question I have. Why doesn't he, the bad guy, come here to get you at the end of the game instead of going to the damn place he already blew up? Plot hole.
Another letter for Master Tetris? It comes swiftly. This moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn, that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
If it's true, may the Maker judge me worthy of the honor.
And there is the modesty people
Yeah,
respect.
my next
People
playthrough
join
ain't
the
gonna be this
Inquisition after hearing you
goody
were
two
born,
shoes.
but
I'm
they
straight up
stay
being
because of
evil
that.
Inquisitor the next time.
I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Alright, let's make the rounds real quick. And finish the game. Or at least the main story.
So, you've been hanging out with Three Eyes? He does good work. Nothing compared to Bianca, though.
Captain Chesthair.
I'd love to build a crossbow like Bianca someday.
Then I wish you luck. The world could probably use a few more smiths that good.
I've only romanced her once in all the times, all the hours I've put into this game since it came out. I've only romanced her once, and yeah, I agree, it's rather fucking boring.
No problem.
Why did you do it? I warned you not to.
Solus.
You scared, Solus?
You gave yourself into the service of an ancient elven god!
What does that mean exactly?
You are Mythal's creature now. Everything you do, whether you know it or not, will be for her. You have given up a part of yourself.
I have not become Mythal's slave.
Not yet. But if you remove the layer of nostalgia from stories of the elven gods, you might see the danger. They were arrogant and fickle. They warred amongst themselves. They had feuds, vendettas. And you are bound to one of them now. I suppose it is better you have the power than Corypheus. Which leads to the next logical question. What will you do with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
Use it against you.
This war proved that we can't go back to the way things were. I'll try to help this world move forward.
You would risk everything you have in the hope that the future is better. What if it isn't? What if you wake up to find the future you
I
shape
can't
is
stand
worse
this
than
guy.
what
I've
was?
never been able to stand this guy.
I'll take a breath, see where
I've
things
always-
went wrong, and then try again.
He's
Just
always
like that.
seemed raw off
If we don't
to
keep
me.
trying, we'll never get it right.
You're right. Thank you.
For what?
You have not been what I expected, Inquisitor. You have impressed me. You
I wish
have
I had the
offered
option to
hope
punch him right now.
that if one keeps trying, even if the consequences are grave, that someday things will be better. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
We can talk more once Corypheus is dead.
I hope so.
Yeah, Dorian, my boy.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done.
Who, Solus and Vivian? Yeah, I don't like Vivian either. I think
Might
she's
talk
way
how
too power
terribly
hungry.
wrong things are back home. But what do I
Sarah
do
said
about
it right. She's a bitch.
Nothing.
You're not doing nothing, Dorian. You came here. You're fighting with us.
Thank you for saying that. I want to do more than stop Corypheus, however. I want to save my home. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland,
I would do anything.
Well, I'll give Vivian credit for one thing. When she's in your party, out on a mission, she does a hell of a good job protecting everybody with her passive abilities. And hey, Fiona, this is Alistair's mom, by the way. King Alistair's mom, sorry.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. The Chantry was a beacon of hope to me once, you know. In my years at Lothering's Chantry, we turned no one away from our doors. It was a refuge, a place of peace. I felt the Maker's presence and his love even when they told me he'd left us. This is the Chantry I know. The Chantry I wish the world to see.
Vivian does have a major ego. I'll give her that. But she backs it up in some way. I'm not defending her by any means, but she's
The world could certainly use the force for good you describe.
Yes, the Chantry should be a force for good instead of what it is. The Chantry dictated where it should have inspired. It spoke of judgment instead of acceptance. It should encourage the good in everyone, rather than rebuke us for our sins. No one should be turned away from our doors. No one is without worth. Whoever you are, whatever your mistakes,
she's got
you
one
are
hell of a
loved
sexy voice.
unconditionally. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame.
Oh, come on, guys. Give me some sugar, baby.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
We'll face Corypheus together.
There is not another man I would be more proud to fight beside. Not long ago, this was
I do that all the time. Or I lie.
The man I
just say I didn't get it.
Victory close at hand. The time has
It
come
doesn't
to
change the
consider what
outcome.
will come next.
You will be the next divine, I assume.
If so, then what of us?
We can still be together.
Can we? I'm not so certain. You haven't lost me yet.
Give me some sugar, baby. Hail to the king.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light.
This
and
dude
nothing that
seriously
he has
needs a
wrought
woman.
shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
Unless he gets bored and surrenders. Any chance of that?
I doubt it.
Where am I going now? Where? Oh, yes. Morrigan, where are you at, baby girl?
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back the kid, man, in the next game. Or in the 5th one. I wonder if they're gonna do it. I wonder if he's gonna be the protagonist.
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade. How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere? Morrigan!
Go back! I must find Kieran before it's too late. Why would Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power. If he is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
We'll find him, Morrigan. He can't be far.
The Fade is infinite. He could literally be anywhere. Whatever happens to him now, 'tis my doing. I set him on this path. Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
Choo-choo.
There he is!
Who's with him?
That's...
Mommy!
Mother!
Mother.
Dude, this kid's gonna be OP.
Isn't this a surprise?
Clearly not the good sort of surprise.
My lovely Morrigan has a flair for the dramatic. Thankfully, my grandson is more sensible.
Kieran is not your grandson. Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful? I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
Be a good lad and restrain her.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Of course you know. You drank from the well, did you not?
You are Mythal.
Release me, biatch!
Whatever hold you have over me, release it now.
That is entirely up to my dear daughter.
See, no longer bound to Mythal.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Dude, if this kid comes back in the next 2 games, he's just man, dude. I have to assume he's gonna be OP.
I do not understand.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
Then you carry Mythal inside you?
She is a part of me, no more separate than your heart from your chest. What do the voices tell you?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says long ago you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
I presume you know what we're up against.
Better than you could possibly imagine.
So will you help us?
Once I have what I came for.
No. I will not allow it.
He carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness. You know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose? The reason you agreed to his creation?
That was then. Now he is my son. Flemeth extends her life by possessing the bodies of her daughters, Inquisitor. That was the fate she intended for me. I thwarted her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
Your man head did that for you, woman. You didn't do it.
Wait,
Come on.
The way she
Be
talked
real.
about Kieran.
I am not the only one carrying the soul of a being long thought lost.
He is more than that, Mother.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
Allah, I have to.
You do not belong to her, Kieran. Neither of us do.
Whatever else you think he is, Kieran is still a child.
And so much better behaved than his mother was at his age.
Kieran,
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad, and you are free of me forever. I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or
But you haven't.
keep the lad with you, and you will never be safe from me. I will have my due.
he returns with me.
Decided so quickly.
Do whatever you wish. Take over my body now if you must, but Kieran will be free of your clutches. I am many things, but I will not be the mother you were to me.
This is where it kind of gets fucked up. She has Mythal and Euthymriel. So what does Solus get? And which one does she push through the Alubian at the end of the game?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. As for you, Inquisitor, there is an ancient altar deep within a shaded wood. Go to it. Summon the dragon that is its guardian. Master it in combat, and it is yours to command against Corypheus. Fail, and die.
Wait!
See, that's a question that needs to be answered soon in the next game. Which soul did Solus get? Come on, loading.
Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god soul all along. Is it worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess, or whatever Mythal truly was, and her plans are unknown to me.
So Kieran had the soul of an old god?
Taken from the archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
He's gonna be a super mage.
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared. Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands. I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Did I? She was testing me, and I cannot tell whether I passed. Mother said you must summon a dragon at an ancient altar. Do you know where that is?
I think so. It's a place dedicated to Mythal.
As no doubt is the guardian you must battle. Pray my mother has not led you astray, Inquisitor. She is not above doing so for her own amusement. Mother must be very pleased. The Herald of Andraste, leader of the Inquisition, at her personal beck and call. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced
Maybe not
more than
just
just what
hers.
happened at the temple.
With Corypheus, you mean?
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire somewhere. Yes, I see. It's hard to imagine her motivation for doing so. Then again, everything about her is hard to imagine. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed, and be thankful she assisted us at all.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Alright, let's go get my pet dragon. First, let me dump my inventory. To the Batcave gym.
What's with scalding?
Dragon. Oh shit, I forgot there's still one more dragon I gotta kill. The Storm Coast one.
We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course.
At your service.
All right.
Let's see what we have.
All right. Go fight the Storm Coast dragon real quick.
Dispatch for you.
Okay. Yeah, look at that, man. She's pulsating with desire. baby dragon fire is not going to hurt me. I'm damn near
Let's
invincible.
find
It
the
comes to
dragon.
fire.
You are far too pleased about this.
Right in the face. Ooh, 10,000. Oh yeah, you're done. This thing would be dead by now if I had Mark of the Rift. Didn't have it charged. Be gone. That was easy. Now I can go get my pet dragon. Keep going. Potion up real quick.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
I think I'm gonna roll with Captain Chesthair, Bull, and Dorian against the bad guy. I'll give Captain Chesthair his second shot at Corypheus.
It's here. I can feel it.
There seems to be nothing out here but wilderness.
I'm sure it's here. Just keep an eye out. There it is. This is all that's left of the altar. We few who travel far, call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear. I'm here, Flemeth. Just as you told me. If I must master a dragon to fight Corypheus, then send it.
You would think being a gold dragon that it would be super fucking overpowering, but only dragons don't matter in the Dragon Age universe. Stepped right on all the mines. Yeah, Dragon, you're my bitch now. Oh, that's gotta smell good. I'm Jon Snow, imprinting on my dragon. Sorry. I'm Aegon the Sixth.
Just like that?
It will come when I summon it. Once. That's enough to fight Corypheus, however. I have my dragon.
Alright. Cool.
Controlled space. Helpful.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I've been waiting for the chance to pay that bastard back.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I met her eyes again. The witch.
Oh, hi, yeah. Listen, stand there. Right there. Now, about Mythal.
Sarah, I don't know what reaction you want, but can this be it so we can be done?
All right. So maybe it's still you. Someone needed to do something. I mean, you went wading into a well of sorrows. Who hears that and thinks, well, dunk a butt, let's have a go? Even mad old Abelas said elves destroyed themselves. The only believable bit in a sea of clear demon bait. It makes messing with their relics real stupid. So, test done, you're still you. We can leave these lies behind.
I was aiming an arrow at my face a test.
I heard once that if you're possessed, the demon will defend itself against attack. Sounds stupid to say it out loud. I don't know. I don't know demons. At least, if it's true, the arrow's right there. I'm sorry, yeah? Morrigan's probably got better ways, but who can trust her?
I do.
You seem pretty certain. You don't believe anything from Mythal.
Of course not. What, I should believe all that stuff? Because elves? I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods, and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw...
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
The Inquisition is probably used to me sounding like an idiot.
Not for me to say, yeah. Just saying. Anyway, believe what you want. So long as we kill Coryphe fish. Whatever.
I freaking love Sarah. Oh. I don't know.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong. I thought dying was forever.
It's hard for any of us to make sense of. Corypheus is using ancient magic.
But is it him? Could I have saved the real Cole?
What happened to him wasn't your fault.
His hands were bruised from beating on the wall. It was dark, like the cabinet where he hid to escape his father. His belly hurt like knives, throat cracked dry. He was alone. I pushed through and held his hand. It was all I could do. Thank you.
Doom upon all world. Is it really that? I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't need to go talk to anybody else.
Inquisitor?
You got 3 minutes.
Have the supplies reached our people in the Arbor Wilds?
I made sure of it. Too many strange plants there. You don't need stomach cramps sweeping the army. To work?
Let's go judge Samson real quick.
Give me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, General to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
Judging him will affect as many as his crimes. I won't take it lightly.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The Prophet just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you. Believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose. Just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Oh, it made him feel bad about himself. Wow.
Samson, you can still be of use to good people. What you know is less important than what you are. My Arcanist will study your resistance to Red Lyrium.
Do as you will, Inquisitor. Your kind always does.
See if I got this Sentinel armor. Yes. Just gonna equip this on Solus, and then we're gonna go fight the bad guy. The so-called bad guy. Just saying now ahead of time, if the stream stops abruptly, it's because the game quit.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Coryphean.
Did you find what you need, Inquisitor?
I found that and then some, believe me.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys too.
Corypheus.
He did that? But why?
Either I close the breach again, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Let's do this. Come on, Captain Chesthair, let's just show him who's boss.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish.
Oh yeah, get you some sweet cheeks.
I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. Successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
Boy, talking. That guy looks just so stupid. Oh, please, game, don't quit on me. Please!
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will.
Can you even touch me?
Feel my wrath. Nipping at the heels of your betters. You are nothing. All you love will be ground under the Imperium's heel. I shall steer you from the very heavens.
How'd they do that?
If you desire death, you shall have it. A beardless stone worshiper. I will not stand. Run as fast as your little legs can take you.
So you're reduced to dwarf?
Did you just talk shit to Eric? You gotta love that shit. I wish they had made like references to the Legacy DLC from Part or Dragon Age 2. That'd be awesome. If you just heard some like comments to Eric about that shit. There you go. So this dragon is a Horcrux.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Don't you dare quit on me.
I need only moments more.
The breach is getting bigger! And then the fate follows the
Oh,
world,
it ran
right?
right into the burst into that one. No. This is way too
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Drop the mic, bitch.
You wanted into the fade.
Solus?
The orb.
It gives a shit about that thing.
Corypheus is dead. That's the important thing.
Yet so much has been lost.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way, no matter what comes. I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Then it's over. How lovely.
And you survive. Thank the Maker.
And the sky is healed, healthy, whole. There's just that left to remember.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
First of all, you and I, Cassandra, are going to go spend a week in bed, and then we'll worry about the rest later. Again, bitches.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
Oh, now they're lining up to meet me.
Such is the way of things. Previously, you were an upstart. Nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
All this pomp and ceremony. Can't top seeing that bastard Corypheus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
It took all of us, but we did it.
I shudder to think where we'd be without you leading us. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor's Rebellion story. What do you think? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the Free Marches as soon as I get back.
Don't divide your efforts. The people of the Free Marches are more important than a story.
As it happens, I agree with you. Kirkwall is in bad shape, and a lot of other city-states were hit hard by the war. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
So many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate, but I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
The servants are known to do that, yes.
I don't think it was about the drink. I think it was something else.
Well, that was a wrong decision. You should have asked him if he wanted to
Where
join.
do we go?
It'll be interesting to see what comes next.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us
That
or
dude's
for
passed out
her?
right there.
Or, you know, him. Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
What do you think, Sarah? Like you said, you were there.
I think you seemed real sure of it along the way. Of the Maker thing. I guess you'd know by this point. Seems like you did it right, mostly. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... Valrio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut it, you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
Definitely your imagination. The party, the cake. It's all an elaborate dream.
Maker knows I could use the sleep. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home, but many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
That was the Tevinterest Vint in the history of all Vints. The original mold from which subsequent Vints were cast. And I got to help kick the shit out of him. Good times, boss. Good times.
Good times, Bull.
There's no one I would have rather had at my side, Bull.
Same here. I got to kill another dragon and fight a Vint. Those poor bastards on the ground had demons. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guy's not. Ah, Anan.
Anan.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless.
You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your way.
Step over to the good side there, Dorian. It's okay. Once ain't gonna hurt you.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
You're an example of how noble Tevinter could be.
To Southerners, maybe. Back home, they'll be rolling their eyes behind their fans. Meanwhile, they'll conveniently forget the bastards who wanted Corypheus ruling us all. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital.
Yeah, I wish she was romanceable in this game.
Oh, I love tiny cakes. And there's so many. Which should I try first?
I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. Deep mushroom and anise. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. I believe they call it the exquisite misery. Ole. Why did we save her again? To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
What's important is that you're here with me.
There was a moment after the orb exploded. I thought for certain you were dead. I prayed, don't take him from me, not after all we've been through. And then I saw you through the smoke. Sometimes the Maker is kind. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. If that happens, I have decided to accept. I wanted you to know.
That's wonderful news. You'll be an excellent Divine.
I'm glad you believe so. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand, the chosen of Andraste, proven in the eyes of all Thedas, and you are the man I love. How did that happen, I wonder? Know that I will always stand with you. A moment before you go. There's something else I wanted to say.
Oh? Lead on. What's this about?
Everything is about to change. I could be named Divine any day now. You will be pulled in 100 different directions.
Cassandra.
No, it's fine. I simply wanted to steal a moment, while I still can.
Oh, how nice.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, but a new war rages in the shadows. Gaspar, it seems, has learned his lesson well. Even the elves have no rest, with Briala's uprising rocking the empire to its core.
Oh, shit.
Fortunately for Celine, her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient
Dude, I still
foes.
want a Grey Warden Civil War DLC, damn it.
Ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. A new sect arises, demanding a return to the status quo on threat of war. With the Inquisitor's assistance, negotiations end peacefully, and few concessions are made. Strength and unity within the Chantry are restored in the months following. A golden age, if it can last. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. In the end, they refuse Cassandra's invitation to rejoin the Circle of Magi, and instead reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. From the beginning, the college and the circle have clashed, and some fear it will lead to a new war of the mages upon themselves. And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target.
Morning, you'll be back.
Linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
See? Right there. Which soul is that?
I knew you would
Demriel or Mythal?
You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people... they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Let us begin.
Okay. Where's Lillian at? Alright, that leaves Trespasser, but that is not going to be tonight. Bad guy's dead. I gotta finish the second half of Jaws of Hakon and then Trespasser, and that will be tomorrow.
Serve the... Or do loaded his catapults with anvils. Point made.
on that note, for those of you that stopped by the stream, thanks a lot, appreciate it. And we'll finish this game out tomorrow and then jump on whatever's next on the slate. So be starting early in the morning, and then we'll get, like I said, the second half of Jaws of Hakon done, and then we're going to end it with Trespasser. So again, thanks a lot. See you guys tomorrow.